one thing to be a colored man, black man. I guess that's all right. But to become a nigger, I'd never be a nigger. But I guess they branded me a nigger. And I became a nigger in America. Oh, it broke my heart when I was a little boy. How they treated my family. They say we came in off the boats in Africa. I don't know nothing about that. Kind of reminded me with my father. I came home from riding on the mule. Had like 18 kids. I was the smallest the baby boy in the family. When he came home on that mule, the white man came out and met him. My dad got off. He had his little khaki pants on. All of his little 5 girls and 13 boys on that mule in that wagon. He stepped out, the white man took his fist and knocked my father down. Bam! He knocked him down. He said, "Get up, nigga, how you like it?" Daddy's hat went that way. He picked it up, put the hat on his head. He said, "I like it quite well, quite well." And I remember when I was a little boy, I went to my grandfather. I said, "Granddaddy." He said, "Son," he said, "I'm gonna tell you something about a story." I said, "What's that?" It's a story how when I was coming up and how they would tie us to mules and hang us with a rope around our neck. And I said, "Granddaddy," I said, "You mean to tell me, what you gonna do about it?" He said, "Well, what could you do, son? The odds were too high to fight. One mistake, you'll be dead. They will kill you." I said, "Well," he said, "Well, son, that's the way it was." I said, "Well, grandfather, I tell you what I would have done. I was just a little boy." I said, "I would have did something." My granddaddy said, "You can't fight fire with fire." I said, "Grandpa, I feel it right now. I may not can fight fire with fire, but I would have gave them some fire for treating me like that, Granddaddy." He said, "Don't do it, son. Don't do it." Look what we had to go through with. You wonder why I got this band on me? Because I was branded to be a nigger. And they called me a bloody nigger because I was the one that betrayed other niggas that do right. And if I made one mistake, they would have killed me. They would have killed me. Yeah, I guess I done ran over here by the water side. I tell you, I guess it's a lonely journey when you've been branded to be a nigger. I guess one day I won't be a nigger. I'll be a full-blooded colored man. A black man, I guess, but for one thing, a nigger to tell a thing. I see my little house niggas and them little field niggas. I guess all of us acting like niggas, I guess. One day, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna make a difference. I don't care who don't like it. I have dignity. I read about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, he freed slaves. It wasn't because he really just had to free us. He did it because of the Union. He didn't want the North and the South to be fighting one another. So he just made a decree. And by doing so, it freed all black folks like that. And I'm so happy Abraham Lincoln had enough nerve to do such of a thing. Caused him a bullet. I read a few of the history scrolls how they shot him because he was trying to do good. Cost something to help a nigga. Cost you to help a nigga. I wouldn't be a nigga for nothing in the world, even though I carried his name. You see this? I'm gonna let you know something here. You think this coffee? This is not no coffee. I can't be caught drinking this moonshine. Yeah, if you get caught, this stuff been setting up for 3 years. Get caught drinking this, I tell you, it's gonna cost you something. Guess I'm gonna feel good in a minute. I guess through all of the pressures of color folks, black folks, making me drink this moonshine, because I don't think I can handle it if I didn't get drunk. Get over there and plow that mule, nigga. Yes, massa. Yes, Mr. Charlie. Yes, Mr. Charlie. Good nigga, he said. I looked at him and said, how you like it, nigga? I said, I like it quite well, Mr. Charlie. I had to put on an act when I didn't like it, because I knew the next step was his 38 or his 45 or his ropes. Tie my hands up and tie my feet up and tie me to a wagon and run me down there 20, 35, 40 miles an hour. How about 50 with a mule to kill me? So I couldn't do it. One day, Almighty God gonna deliver us. When he deliver us, I hope we don't act like these masters making slaves out of other niggas. We ain't no nigga. We colored folks. I don't know how we got to live under this law. But one day, Grandma told me, Grandma, Gussie told me, she said, son, one day God gonna deliver us out of this scratch of the sand. I'm mixed up. Oh, it's a lot of pain. Yes, she said, they're gonna deliver us out of the crutches of Satan. But in the meanwhile, do what Master told you to. Obey, Master. If you don't, son, you'll be dead. Man. I guess I had to go back and submit myself because Grandma told me to do it. How can any human being suffer such a torment of losing the dignity of being a human being? Now you got to be subject like a dog or a horse to another human being. Oh, it was terrible. I got a story I want to talk to you about. And this story is, one time I had this girl. Her name was Susan May. I had a best friend named Tommy. Tommy, every time I look around, Tommy was with me. Everywhere I go, Tommy was there. Till one day, my girl fell in love with Tommy, and I didn't know it. I didn't know it. I loved Tommy. Oh, I loved him like a child would love his parents. I had true love for him. One day I walked up on by the bank there. It was two people wrapped up. I knew it was two people in there. I didn't know who it was. I had a pitchfork too. And when I did, I walked a little closer, I heard something. That was my girl, Susan May, saying, I love you, Tommy. That's when I started to kill my friend. I started to grab that knife and kill him. And the pitchfork too. But I said, no, I love him because I was mixed up between two love affairs. A love affair between my girl, Susan May, and my best friend, Tommy. So what I did, I walked over to her and snatched off the blanket. She started crying. I'm sorry, my nigga. That's what they call me, my nigga. I'm sorry. I started to kill her. I said, no. I read where Pastor Brown said, forgive one another. And I actually forgave him. He jumped up and said, I'm sorry, my nigga. I'm sorry. And you know, I started to kill him. I told him, leave now, leave. And Tommy left. I left too. I went on another plantation. On the plantation where I went, they had a lot of soybeans. On that plantation, they had a lot of spraggis. I don't know why they were going spraggis, but I guess that's what people were liking. And when I went there, they took me out of the way, and sooner or later, guess who I saw on that other plantation? I saw Tommy. I walked over to him. I said, Tommy, how you doing? Good time, pal? He said, how you doing, my nigga? I said, you know, I learned to forgive and to forget. He said to me, you're a better man than me, because if anyone would have done that to me, I would have killed him. Yeah, looking around, I was watching.
Last night over there, those girls, it wasn't girls, it was only one. And I heard the conversation. I think the girl was named Susie May. Susie May, hell, what kind of name is that? Susie May, Susie May. That sounds like someone got something up their sleeves. But I looked around, and what did I see? 3 little niggers looking at me. But I was the man that will destroy their lives. I cause confusion because I'm the devil. I come in many disguises. I don't need this old hat anymore because I want to talk about what went on last night. They were doing the nasty stuff. Whatever that nasty stuff is, I never tried it. But I tell you, they was doing it. I mean, they were locked into that stuff. And my nigger, it was a guy called my nigger, walked up on his so-called best friend. If he was a friend, he would not have done such a catastrophe against him. But I can tell you, I come to put an end to their lives and destroy anyone that will listen to me. I am the cool breeze from hell!
Yes, I'm looking for this imposter who calls himself the nigger. They call me a nigger too, but guess what? I'm the nigger of America. I'm with the law. They chose me to be the deputy over all of these uncontrollable beasts, as they call them. I don't know if they're a beast. I wouldn't go to say that black folks are a beast, even though I am the law. But I come to find out that I would arrest anyone that violate master's territory. In this town called the town of Jicky Lake. I know what this town is, Jicky Lake. It's no joke. That's the reason why they call it Jicky Lake, because this is the place where you go catfishing. Everybody come to Jicky Lake for to catch them cats. You catch a doggone cat this big. You ever seen a catfish that big before? That's a big sucker, isn't it? But because I am the sheriff, I'm a colored sheriff. And I tell you, I know about them niggas over there. I'm a colored sheriff. And I got to be a sheriff that uphold the law. One of my little black nigga brother came to me and said, would you pay some revenge to them white people? I mean, hell, can I pay revenge to a white man? Hell, I'm not a slave, I'm the law. And if they get out of order, guess what I would do with this? I would pop one of them. Because I guess the way niggas love them to give authority. But, nevertheless, I'm still the lawman. And I have to take care of the law. And I'm going right now in back of that door. And I'm going to see what's there. As I go, I tell you, I won't fade away. When I hit that door, I'm going through that door. I'm on my way. See what's back there. This nigga told me it was dogs. Dogs back here. I'm gonna open this door.